Hi, my name's Rosa, and this is my critical reflective portfolio. My discipline area is English. These are my teaching aims: to encourage students to enjoy English and learning, to integrate technology into learning in creative and practical ways, and to help students become proficient in using ICT. These aims are ongoing, and I hope to continuously build on them throughout my teaching career. Matthew Kohler and Punyam Mishra argue that in TPAC, there is no single right way to integrate technology. Teachers must take into account subject and classroom contexts. In English, the efficacy of technology integration depends on the type of content. Technology is powerful when it opens up the opportunity to be creative in terms of presenting information via PowerPoint or Prezi. When it comes to memorization-driven activities, such as spelling and letter recognition, Longcamp and colleagues advise that students should handwrite, rather than type, to achieve better retention. The SAMR model evaluates how meaningful technology integration is. In all our tasks, we tried to transcend substitution. We used Google Docs to create activities, an example of modification, and used Kahoot to conduct an interactive quiz, which was otherwise unconceivable, exemplifying redefinition. Through EDUC1050, I discovered TPAC's strengths and weaknesses. TPAC helped me understand that technologies have different affordances. Unfortunately, TPAC does not address differences among subject areas, making it difficult to apply to specific contexts. In our pinboard, we compiled resources to teach comprehension and communication skills in English class. Peter Albion promotes a pedagogy of abundance, in which teachers can increase the value of information by sharing and linking resources. Content curation is needed to navigate the abundance of information. There are 3 stages of curation: seek, selecting material; sense, annotating and contextualizing it; and lastly, sharing the material. Pinterest was an effective platform for content curation because it facilitated seeking, sensing, and sharing. However, it proved difficult to find resources which precisely fit our learning area, so we created our own. As our first presentation, there was much we needed to improve, including time management, legibility of text, and presentation style. We worked to improve on all of these areas in the following presentations. From my experience using Pinterest, I have learned how to curate. I now understand the importance of organizing and sharing information. My group's Prezi was based on the history unit, the Black Death, and tested the skill of analysing sources. Collaboration can be challenging because everybody has different ideas. By having regular meetings, we ensured that visions aligned and workloads were even. Every member worked on different elements of the Prezi, which were the design and flow of the Prezi, curating resources on our pinboard, the in-class quiz on Kahoot, the final assessment task on Dropbox, and writing and practicing the speech. In this task, my community of practices integration of technology stood out. We aimed to incorporate technology creatively, as our goal was to learn with rather than learn about ICT. As a team, we tailored our use of technology to the context of history class. While we aim for seamless integration of technology, Darren Watson points out that the reality still falls far short. The barriers we encountered when learning how to use Prezi include scaling text and design elements. Overall, our assessment tasks were engaging and fun. In my future practice, I would like to draw on our inventive use of ICT. Howden's propensities are a perfect fit for a microlesson, as microlessons use animation, graphics, sound, and interactivity to enhance the teaching learning process. According to Shanti Devaran and Philip Wong, microlessons seek to engage students in dynamic learning situations. This made creating a microlesson a positive experience because we were able to focus on making learning engaging. Microlessons' major challenge was fitting content into a small unit of instruction. This gave me future insight into how classroom time constraints would be challenging to overcome. Howden was difficult to navigate at first because it is unlike any software we have ever used before. Additionally, we felt limited by the free version. Howden's interactive elements showed me how teachers can use technology to engage students. However, I must remember not to overcrowd slides with text or images, as this may distract rather than engage the viewer. Stephen Brookfield points out that our actions as teachers are based on our assumptions, which stem from our experiences. As a pre-service teacher, I need to critically reflect on my assumptions to check that they are valid. Through testing different technologies in EDUC1050, I discovered that technologies are neither neutral nor unbiased. TPAC helped me realize that technology's specific affordances make them suitable for certain tasks. Pinterest's strength was curation, and while Prezi and Pouchin were both modes of presentation, they each had specific propensities and design flaws. As a community of practice, our first task was to tackle Pinterest. Having never used Pinterest before, we learned how to curate in collaboration. Our teachers and peer feedback unfortunately indicated that our example images were low resolution and our pinboard lacked colour and diversity. Through regular meetings, relationships strengthened within our community of practice, enabling us to learn from each other and collaborate effectively. As a team, we dissected the feedback from our first Pinterest task. We ensured that our Prezi was clear and visually appealing. Consequently, our marks and feedback reflected our efforts. In our Prezi, we worked on integrating rather than simply adding ICT into learning, a problem that Bernard Colney often witnesses in education. TPAC helped us understand that specific technologies have their own propensities. In our Prezi, we embedded Pinterest, Dropbox, and Kahoot, all of which served their own function. Pouchin is geared towards creation and visual appeal. Therefore, we used its characters, props, and music to create a colourful, engaging micro-lesson. We selected the topic, visual language, in order to maximise Pouchin's visual power. We, the creators, as well as our tutor and peers, deemed our Pouchin a success. I have chosen to use Pouchin for my portfolio and will continue to use Pouchin in my future practice in order to engage students and help them enjoy learning.